This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
We are here. Welcome, everybody, to Between the Ropes here on Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. It's WrestleMania time. Well, next week it will be, but today we have our prediction show. I am Christy Bacon here with Big B. How you doing, Big B?
Yo, hey, I'm doing good, Chris. You know I had a busy week of wrestling action, which we'll get into. Not in the ring. Let me just clarify. I was not in the ring. Monday, Raw was in town, and then Friday, Saturday was a 2-night indie show that me and my son went to. We'll recap that towards the end of the show, but. Yeah, it's WrestleMania time, Chris. We do this every year. We'll recap Raw. We'll recap Raw and SmackDown, and then we'll dive into some WrestleMania predictions, our thoughts. WrestleMania 41. We will also be doing a watch along. We will not have it on the screen, but me and Chris and whoever shows up will give us a little play-by-play, our reactions to the winners, the losers. You guys definitely want to join us for that. Chris, you also got something big planned up next week with the NFL draft. You and Tim, the Bacon and Prime Moose coverage of the first round of the NFL draft. Sorry, not the NBA draft. So that's something to look forward to. But so yeah, let's get into.
You have something Tuesday?
Tuesday. You're right. Normally, me and Tim have rank them, but we're going to push that to Wednesday because I have a doctor's appointment. But Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoon, 1 p.m., I got the interview with the Arena Football League, Indoor Football League, Coach Cody of the St. Paul Bears. Go over their 2 days of tryouts, coverage, any breaking news they got, when their first game is. Practice, I know, is underway. I'm going to try to get there to practice on Tuesday one of these days. We'll see what happens and try to get some interviews with them. But, yeah, Tuesday, 1 p.m., the Bears Huddle with Coach Cody of the St. Paul Bears.
Yeah, so a lot of football, a lot of wrestling coming up, and a bunch of other shows, in there too. Let's start off with Raw. You're at Raw.
I was at Raw. Got some pretty good seats on the floor. Did not tell my son until we got there. So the look on his face was priceless. That was Proud Dad moment number 1 of the week. So we sat 8th row on the right-hand side when they walked out. Seats 5 and 6. So we were right there. Almost got Michael Cole's autograph. And we got the lovely Christy joining us. So, Christy, we just did time to break down Raw, which I was at.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
I tell you, sitting as close as I did, got to hear some of those loud smacks. Got to hear Carlito's ribs collapse. So yeah, so let's
good to see Braun Breaker hit him with the spear at
the one thing is I would say for the run he did was probably about 30 yards from when he walked out, and I think he hit from the time he walked out to the time he hit Carlito had to have been like 3 seconds. I mean, that guy can fly.
He can fly.
So-
I mean, it seems more impressive when live and in person than on TV.
Oh God.
Ooh,
I
wow.
saw him at the ramp. I mean, we'll get into the whole match, but
Yeah.
saw him at the ramp when he walked out. Next thing I know, as soon as I saw him at the ramp, I'm looking this way, and by the time I turned this way, all I saw was legs up in the air. So
You
but,
just hit him at Mach 5. There you go.
oh my God, yeah.
Just
That was
like
bad.
that.
So Chris, what was, I should know, but I've had so much wrestling this past week. What was the first match on Raw?
That's a good question.
Oh, you didn't have it up? I thought you did. Hold on here. Sorry.
Let's see. I know the main event was the promo with Seth.
Oh.
Yeah, that promo was electrifying. All right, let's see here. Sorry guys, I thought Chris had this pulled up already.
No, I mean we kind of go over it, but I didn't know we were gonna.
Yeah. Let's see. That was April 7th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. God dang it. All right. WWE Raw.
What?
4/7/25.
Okay, here we go. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
You had the
Nice.
win.
Oh, wait.
Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Ah.
Well, actually, what opened the show was the signing of the contract for the triple threat.
Okay.
With Belair,
Oh,
Io
yeah.
Sky, and Rhea Ripley.
Mhm.
So that was very electrifying. Everybody was.
Ooh.
I think the crowd itself was just like cheering for everybody. All three of them got cheered. I think Belair got a few boos, so I think she's going in as the heel. But it was just funny how it. But it was just funny how it all turned out that Rhea and Belair were face to face. Io jumps up on the ropes and drops.
Oh no!
Reports are she broke her nose on
Yikes.
that. So we'll see. But but the funny thing is,
I heard that. Yeah.
yeah. But Belair sees her coming. Why didn't she move? Just to kind of
That's what I
sidestep
wanna
it. I don't know.
Ooh.
But that match we'll get to at WrestleMania. Our prediction. I think that's going to be a very good match.
I think so too.
Yeah. So okay. So the first match was the women's title match. Valkyria defeats Bayley. Yeah, the Intercontinental title.
Right, women's Intercontinental title.
Again, being on hand, that match was good. A great way to kick it off, especially after the women's fight or the women's promo. Yeah, but that match was good. I kind of was leaning towards Bayley could win this one, being that it's WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of showed at the end a little heel turn again, but then she second guessed it. Went and gave Valkyria her props. Chrissy, what did you think of the match?
That was actually not bad. I mean, I'm glad Lyra retained, but it was just overall a good match. Both of them did really good.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, definitely.
What's
a good
your thoughts
match.
on the match? Okay.
Yeah, definitely a good match. I wasn't sure if Bayley was going to win it. I thought we had enough. We were kind of done with the so-called swerves with the title.
Yeah.
Changing over in a lot of that here. And now being too close to Mania, I don't see that happening.
No.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to get Valkyria as the champ coming out of Mania because right now she does not have a title match or a match. I should say.
Well, except for a tag team match, but we'll probably get to that later.
Oh yeah.
But no, women's Intercontinental title match. I've heard it probably will not be on the card for Mania, which pretty much sucks.
Yeah, I still say this is supposed to be your granddaddy of them all. All titles should be on the line.
Mhm. Oh
think.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So the second match we had was LWO with Rey Mysterio versus as in their corner, not fighting, versus American Made and El Grande Americano,
Chad
aka
Gable.
We think it's Chad Gable. We
Well,
think.
I have
what-
a
what
feeling
time
it's
it on?
Chad Gable.
So let's get it. I mean, the match was good. Match was high flying. American Made and El Grande Americano wins. Not much I could say. I mean, the match was good. I figured.
Right.
I actually figured that we probably would have got a his mask pulled off with Ray out there.
Mhm.
Seeing him live, God, I don't know if it's Chad Gable. I really don't.
It has to
There-
be.
He just
There's some
looks
people-
slimmer. He
there's
just looks
some-
slimmer.
There's some people thinking it's Dragunov.
Dragunov's not
Yeah.
that. I've
No,
seen
Dragunov's not.
Dragunov's
that
not that. He's
No.
not that muscular. No, he's
Yeah,
muscular, but
yeah.
he's not big in terms
Yeah.
of muscle mass.
I
Gable
mean,
is big.
if it is
is
Gable,
a
I
big
mean,
dude.
they yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. I thought for sure
I don't
Ray's
know either.
So, American Made wins. He put something in his forehead to knock him out.
Mhm.
Of course, then later on we got the confirmed that it's going to be Ray versus El Grande Americano at
Mhm.
WrestleMania.
Right.
I think this is going to be a mask versus mask. Mask,
Right.
versus
Mask versus mask,
Yeah.
or this
Yeah.
could be the bathroom break match as well.
I don't know
I mean,
about that.
I have no idea. I just,
No,
me
right.
personally, I just don't. I'm just not interested in it.
I kind of am because I want to see who's behind that.
Oh,
Kind
I
of like
mean, I'll-
the Scooby Doo thing. Who's behind the mask? kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. And if it's Gable, he will probably say, "I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for these Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio and his meddling,
Yeah,
the meddling LWO." I tried to get it out, but I couldn't do it.
I know what you meant. Yeah,
Yeah.
Not going to be a mask versus mask because
but no, I think it's gonna be an interesting match.
Mhm.
it's legacy
Uh,
versus mask.
but
Who's going to
who
win?
knows?
Yeah, it's. I mean, we got Raw to figure it out. Maybe a
Mhm.
last minute change at Mania.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see. I like I said. I mean, guys, remember too back earlier in Gable's career, they had his brother come out and do a swap one time against. Was it Lesnar or Cena? I can't remember. Came out from under the ring.
Mm.
I think it was
I-
Lesnar. I kind of vaguely
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Don't remember that.
So it could be one of those where
Right.
maybe it is Ray, or maybe it is Angle doing all the matches, and then come
Mhm.
Mania, it's his brother, and Angle
Right.
is showing on the stage or something. I don't know.
Right.
We'll see. But so
Mhm.
that was confirmed. Chrissy, you said the bathroom break match. Right now, I don't see any, Dragon
Just-
Viper bathroom break matches right now.
He would
No.
probably say Jey Uso versus Gunther would be the bathroom break match, but that is co-main eventing night one with the Punk Rollins Reigns triple threat at the end of night one.
Honestly, that's the match I would have thought would have been the bathroom break match.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's the co-main event.
It is the co-main
They're
event.
hyping it up big time.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, after the 6-man tag was the big promo.
Mhm.
With them, of course, Jay was in stealth mode. I don't know. He wasn't
He's
in
on all
Yeet mode.
black.
I mean, he definitely was not in the Yeet mode.
Well, he was wearing
Um,
the Yeet glasses, but he was in all black.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he
He
means
was
absolutely
I mean,
serious
that
business
was.
here.
The only
That-
thing
that
that
was a
was
great-
Yeet was the glasses. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, the crowd was eating.
He
No,
you
wasn't
have
doing
yeah.
that.
Hey Gunther,
He
you
wasn't
have
doing
him
that.
on. Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah. No, it was. Oh yeah, they were eating after everything. But
Yeah.
It was
no,
like the-
Jay,
the what?
I gotta say that was probably one of Jay's best promos.
It was. Well,
Yeah,
best
it was
solo
definitely a
promo.
good Gunther
Best
promo
solo
because he didn't talk. So
Right, Gunther just sat like was just like this.
he just
He just stood there
and I
staring
really
at
thought
him.
they were going to.
Like he's
I
shooting
really thought they were going to start
lasers at him or
brawling, but
something. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, Jay was on point on that one.
Mhm.
So then we moved into the tag team title match, the New Day versus the War Raiders.
Mhm.
They
Oh,
earned
man.
it.
Oof.
Yeah, they won by disqualification. I think it was Ibar hit Kofi with the chair. I think it was.
Mhm.
Of course, the
I
ref
think
saw
the
it.
New Day. Yep, I think the New Day was resorting to cheating. They're heels, so they're doing
Yep.
that.
Yep.
don't
Yeah,
like
they're
it.
playing a good heel. I mean, I'm
Not
kind of
bad,
getting used
but
to them
it's
being
just
heel, but
yeah,
It's weird.
it is weird.
it is weird after seeing them so long.
Yeah, his faces.
But I kind of wish they would just. The War Raiders have now had what, like 3 names and changes, and they're still the
Yeah.
same team. It's just
Still
like
the same team. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
now have
But-
gold around their waist.
But I think Triple H is slowly getting away from what Vince did.
Hmm.
oh yeah, no doubt he's getting away
It's
from what
taking
Vince did.
time, but he's slowly
Yeah, he's building it up.
reverting.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the match we got next match, we got Penta versus Dirty Dom, and at the beginning of the match, a healthy Carlito. At the end of the match, Carlito was not so healthy.
Ron Breaker
honestly,
coming in. My five.
This match was actually a pretty good match. I would say I'd probably put this as probably a B- match, A minus B plus match.
Right.
I know Dragon Viper's probably watching. He's gonna roll his eyes. Dom's coming to his own. I mean, he still needs Judgment Day. He still needs to be a heel, but
It still needs.
he's definitely getting the props. I mean, he put on
He
some work. There's plenty of times I thought, oh my god, they're gonna have Dom upset Penta on this one. And I tell you what, Penta's entrance is sweet. Seeing it up close.
It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So Penta got the win. Of course, then Braun comes out.
with the
Like he
linebacker
got
spear.
Yeah, he basically or running in their spirit like he just got shot out of a cannon.
Well, of course, Carlito enters the ring and they start double teaming Penta, which brought out
Right.
Braun Breaker. And by the time Braun Breaker got from the entrance to the ramp or to where Carlito was, guys, I would say it was what 30 yards.
Mhm.
He got there like 3 seconds. I turned my head. All I saw was legs up in the air. At first, I thought I couldn't see. I thought it was Carlito's legs at first.
Mhm.
But once they showed the replay, I'm like, oh my god! Like he literally speared him. I mean,
He did.
And then of course Finn comes out from underneath the ring, which we saw the group go set up the ring, and
Right.
so we're like, okay, somebody's going to come out from under, and of course it was Finn Balor.
Yeah.
That match that Fatal 4-Way is gonna turn out to be a pretty decent match, I think.
It's probably going to be a banger.
I got some wild predictions for that one. So
Oh my god.
we'll keep up on that
boy.
one. Yeah.
Ooh.
So after that, the next match, well, that was technically the main event, I guess. So then you had the interview. I didn't join last week. I just want to say the favor sucks. the pipe bomb of this favor that Seth or that CM Punk was owed from Paul Heyman. Yeah. They dropped the ball on this one. This one sucked. It should have been a title match.
Right.
But no,
if Punk wins night 1, he should be put into the main event match of night 2 for the title with Cody versus Cena. You put Punk in there, it would have added more intrigue.
Yeah, this was a match. The favorite kind of just like whatever.
But
now there's a lot of situations which we'll get to in our Mania predictions, but of course,
Yep.
Punk said what he said. He came out, or Seth came out first.
The favor goes back from, I think, all the way back to 2013. And
Yeah,
about over a decade ago.
They were tying it in to where Heyman said that, you met right. I'm going to be right by your side when you wrestle the main event at WrestleMania. Okay, I get that.
All right.
Which I totally honestly forgot. Yeah, exactly. Long time storytelling. But I still say the way they hyped it up, and then for that to be the favor was just messed up. But then of course, then Punk comes out, and you get the brawl going. You get the brawl going with Rollins and him. You get the stomp by CM Punk, and then or you stomp on CM Punk. Right. And then Heyman's laying there crying, and Seth goes to stop him, and he moves back. And of course, Seth was like, "Now you owe me a favor." So that leads up to a lot of speculations on that.
Who knows what that means?
Which we'll get into
a few rumors later.
Exactly.
Yeah. So moving on. I did not see SmackDown because I was at a local wrestling event for a 2-night stay, which we'll get to after our predictions on how that went. Okay. Another big proud dad moment in that one that I'll share with. But Chrissy, you guys probably saw SmackDown, so kind of fill me in what I missed.
Yeah, so they had a gauntlet match for the women's tag match for the tag title.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Liv Morgan and Raquel is going up against Bailey and Lyra.
Okay.
Does that make any sense whatsoever?
That might be your bathroom break there. That might be that might be the Dragon Viper bathroom break.
It could be the Dragon. Yeah, I feel bad for Lyra Valkyria. She's the women's Intercontinental champion. She deserves to have her own singles match for her title at Mania. Instead, she's in a tag team title match with Bailey at Mania. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it does and it doesn't. I think, again, we go back to what happened on Raw, where Bailey kind of just pushed her away and left.
Right.
Now, does this set up a heel turn for the tag titles? She doesn't win the tag titles.
We'll see.
So that'll be kind of interesting to see where that match goes.
It is weird.
What other teams were in that gauntlet match?
Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, for one, was one that
why don't we give them the title? Give them a push.
I've heard some people say that they lost the aura when WWE released Sonya Deville from the company. Yeah, because she was she was a part of that.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so you leave their leader, Sonya Deville, then pair them up with Paul Heyman. Pair them up with the mouthpiece that can hype them up.
I'm sure he's open to the idea of managing a woman or a women's tag team. I'm sure he's open to the idea.
You also had Katana and
Caden Carter and Katana Chance. I'm going to call her by her real name, Casey Catanzaro.
Oh, yeah.
I hate her ring name. It sucks.
Natalia and Maxine Dupree.
I kind of wish they would do something more. I kind of wish they do something more with Maxine, get her some ring time. I mean, she she wrestled in the dark match Monday. She's got some talent there,
I mean, she's definitely one that I've been watching.
I think what would help her to go down to NXT for a little bit.
Yeah, get her at least away from Otis and Tozawa. Get her away from Alpha Academy.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not doing her much. It's not doing her any good anymore, and she has been steadily improving.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So maybe a little time in NXT might help. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, and you also had Michin and BFAB.
Michin and BFAB, huh?
Yeah, Mia Yim and
BFAB.
Yeah. I don't like calling
that tag team doesn't
you also
work
had
no, that doesn't work either.
Yeah, and then finally you had the Secret Hervis.
Piper Niven and Alba Fire.
It's
Chelsea Green's Secret Service detail, pretty much.
I gotta say this kind of cracks me up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When this all started with, and honestly, Chelsea Green is probably the perfect one to pull this whole presidential candidacy. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think she's probably perfect with her ego. Piper Neville and Elba Fire. Piper Neville's good. I think they could have probably brought in somebody else to be the other person in the Secret Service, but no, that's definitely
Dear God.
So Lyra and Bailey went start to finish on it, huh? They were the first match, and then they ended up winning it all.
When did Bailey and Lyra jump into this gauntlet match?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the results. It looks like they were match
I think
one.
they're first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there was one clip I saw with Lyra lifting Piper Nevin, and Lyra is a very small person, and Piper is huge, like she's big. And for Lyra to lift her like that and power bomb her like that, I was like, "Oh my God, what happened?"
So then I see we had a
bit mind blowing.
Yeah, it's always mind blowing when somebody different sizes does stuff like that.
Yeah, it's because it's definitely a case of looks.
I see we had a
looks
little
can be deceiving, pretty much.
Yeah. Now, has this match been confirmed for WrestleMania? Damian Priest versus McIntyre?
Yep.
Yes, it's going to be a Vegas street fight. So I wonder if
Sin City.
Sin City is a Sin City street fight. So I wonder if that includes poker tables, poker chips. Sorry, I'm doing everything. I'm thinking everything gambling besides the normal tables, ladders, chairs, kendo sticks, and thumbtacks.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that one.
They're going
take it to the brawl?
They go through a problem, and what is it?
You'll probably see him
McIntyre
through
a poker table. Oh God.
Yeah.
Roulette table.
Yeah,
a roulette table. There you go. That'd be funny.
So then they had a little promo backstage with DIY, Pretty Deadly, Motor City Guns.
Motor City Machine Guns, yeah.
It looks like they're setting up for a triple threat match at SmackDown, from what I'm reading here.
The SmackDown before
just a singles match.
Yeah.
It's just a singles match.
Okay. Okay.
And
gotcha.
Between I think Street Profits and Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, I think that's the matchup.
Prediction is that it's going to end in a DQ, and then set up a multi wrestling.
Gotcha.
Multi tag team match. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the rumor, but I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see if it's true or not.
And then Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix
versus Barto. Who's that?
Umberto. That's used to be what he used to be called.
He's from Legado del Fantasma.
Okay, that guy. Yeah.
Legado del Fantasma. I always get that wrong.
That's a tag team me and my son were talking about that needs to get a little push there. I don't know what's holding
Angel
them
Garza.
They're slowly getting there.
But it's a process,
They're slowly
just like
getting
everything
there,
else.
They're slowly getting there, and I think they're trying to add Andrade.
Yeah, or Andrade's trying to recruit them, I guess. Gotta get Andrade something to do.
So the next match was Chelsea Green non-title match versus
Zelina Vega.
Which I've heard this was a botch ending.
It was a weird ending. It was a count out. It was a count out.
Yes, I heard that. I was reading reports that this match, Chelsea Green messed up on. She was supposed to get back in the ring or something.
Yep, the ref
but the refs are used. Yeah. So she won via that.
I'm not going to show you the entire Zelina Vega tweet. She put, "Sick of your bleep, no DQ, no goons, title on the line. You want to use your presidential power to swap out refs, Joe Tessitore, whoever else, fine. But at this point, it's not just about beating you, it's about taking what's mine." And that's Zelina Vega. And I responded, exactly, and it should happen at WrestleMania. That should be the mid-card title for the women that should be on WrestleMania.
It'll be on Stand and Deliver.
Yep. So then we had a
Not sure, but hey.
Promo, it looks like
Strange.
from Naomi, and we had a promo from Naomi and Jada Cargill.
Oh God, those two have
I
been
gotta go back and
fighting
watch
on
that clip
Twitter.
to see what happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is getting
They
personal.
just pretty much
I-
called
I
each other
still-
out. And
They have been.
I still think somehow Bailey's involved in this. I don't know,
You mean Bianca?
or Bianca. Yeah,
Bianca
Bianca.
Belair?
I have some
Yeah.
feeling she is. I don't know. And then it looks like we ended with. We ended with. Then we had a Cody Rhodes promo,
All the belts?
and then we had another promo with.
you also had hold on. You also had
Mm-hmm.
you also had a number one contenders match for the U.S. Championship
Oh,
between
okay.
LA
I forgot
Knight
about
and
that.
Jacob Fatu. It was a last man standing match.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I thought that was Braun Strowman.
No,
No, it's
No,
not.
they had
That is
a.
Fatu.
Oh,
No,
Last man
so what
standing.
well, I
let's
know
see here.
Jacob.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm looking at the card here. So
Uh,
then they recapped. They ran through the WrestleMania card.
mhm.
And then you have Randy Orton and LA Knight versus Solo and Tonga.
Tama Tonga must-
That was
LA
the
Knight
main
and Randy
event.
Orton wins. Yep.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the
I don't see
middle of
the-
it was
that-
LA Knight.
Okay.
It was like in the middle of
Okay.
the episode.
I'm just looking through. I didn't see that.
Like a no Jacob Fatu is going to be
They
challenging
started
LA Knight
off
for
with the
US
LA Knight
title.
promo.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw something about Solo's calling his shot or something. So,
Oh, jeez.
all right. So yeah, SmackDown.
Yikes.
I mean, I don't think we're going to see much this week of SmackDown.
No, just
Raw might
getting ready
see some
for Mania.
action packed, but I think, I think SmackDown's going to be more of a setup,
Mhm.
couple bathroom matches that Dragon Viper will take.
and the Andre the Giant battle,
so-
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal that's going to be happening on SmackDown.
Are they going to have that again this year? Okay.
They are.
Yeah, they need
think
to
it's
bring
just
that
a
back on
sim-
WrestleMania.
They do. I mean,
I just
it's
I'm-
nice for a wrestler to
yeah.
have on his resume. It's nice for if the wrestler wins that. That's nice to have on his resume. But it should be on. It should be on
Yeah.
Mania.
Well,
Put it on the pre-show or something.
the thing is I was talking. I was talking to a friend, and that's a big wrestling fan. I'm just like, somewhere down the road, SmackDown's going to come into like the night one of WrestleMania somehow, like a pre-WrestleMania card. The way they're stacking it up all the time, and then
Yeah.
So let's get into the WrestleMania
I think
card.
what you should do
is-
for your
What's that, Chris?
I was going to say for your pre-show, you should do the Speed Championships.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to promote
I
that,
mean,
put
Yep.
that out there.
Yeah. Put it out
They don't
there.
take
I mean,
long.
You have,
I mean,
no, I mean the women's speed champion Sol Ruka, and I don't know who the men's speed champion is. Put them on the pre-show. If you really want to give people a chance to really see what it's all about, other than what you see
I don't know. It
next.
could be Brian Breaker the way he just ran around the ring. I mean,
Like I keep
you're talking
saying,
about
at
speed.
Mach
It might be
5,
Brian
pretty
Breaker.
much.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh,
You could just spear someone in 3 seconds and win the title like that.
all right. So they don't. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm going by reverse order here of what it looks like they talked about or how it's typed in. It looks like night one, we're going to have the world title match opening up. That's not right.
No, it's not.
Okay.
no,
No,
Well,
it's not.
Okay.
What I have here, it starts out the War Raiders and New
That
Day.
makes sense.
Okay. That does make sense. So,
Okay.
so we got the Road Raiders versus New Day. Any type of stipulation or
Nope.
Just a
It's a
tag
simple
match.
tag match for the belts.
just a simple tag match right now? New
Right.
Day's
For
probably
the
going to walk
World
out.
Tag Team Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I say
I
New Day
can
walks
see-
out.
I think New Day is going to walk out.
That is unless Big E
could
comes out
we-
and distracts them.
I was just going to bring that up. But does Big E come out and distract them and they lose, or does Big E come out and help them win the titles to show that he's still with them?
I don't know.
I can see Big E pair up with the War Raiders
Probably.
to
I
I mean, you got to think about
I'd
it.
say
One of the
New
heel
Day,
things
but I
that the New
think
Day did
if
was
Big
they
E comes-
erased. Oh, go ahead.
I think if New Day if Big E comes out, he helps New Day, and because that's the whole thing is New Day was all three of them.
Mhm.
They're kind of not. I think they bring Big E in to try to help them get ratings with the
Right.
New Day with the title reign.
Right.
So we're all on. So what was it? 2-1
Yep.
New Day or
I'll
was it all
go-
three New
I'm
Day?
going-
New Day.
New Day. I mean, nothing against the War Raiders, but
So we're all
New
going.
Day. We're all going New Day.
Yeah, and again, big factor is if Big E comes in, does he help him or cost
He is
him?
what they. He's gonna probably be the X factor in the whole thing if he shows up.
Yep. So right now, I got it here. So the second match of night 1, Ray versus El Gran Americano.
El
As of
Grande
right now,
Americano.
it stands as just a single match.
Mhm.
I have a feeling this is going to be a mask versus mask match.
It probably will.
And if it's that type of match, Ray wins.
Yep.
If it's a straight up singles match, then I think we get El Grande winning.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
gonna go El Grande.
either way.
Either way,
Okay,
because they're building him up,
Yeah. It's
and
like,
then he's gonna win.
They-
and he's
they
gonna
are.
go, "Haha,
like
I
why?
got it."
Yeah. It's like
they are
why?
building them up, but
Yeah.
It
If it's
could be
mask versus
it
mask,
could be a return that we don't know.
probably.
yeah, you're right, Chris. So number 3, which was a match, I think they're promoting good, they're running good. Might be the Dragon Viper early bathroom break match. Jaden Cargill versus Naomi.
Oh my god.
I'm torn. I think Jade wins clean. I don't think we're
Me
going to get
too.
any interference.
There's no gonna be no Bianca's not gonna come running out or anything like that. Jade's gonna pull her I'm that you know what to Naomi and
Yeah.
probably beat her worse than she did when she came back to Elimination Chamber. Especially the way these
So
two have
the
been going at
tribal
each other on
chief
Twitter
lover-
on Twitter lately. Oh boy, Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
we'll get to the triple.
yeah.
So hang tight.
Yeah. So I got Jade. Chris, who do you have?
I got Naomi.
You got Naomi?
Yeah.
Again, it could happen. Me and Chris were talking backstage that I can see a lot of these matches going either way. It all depends on
That's true.
the presentation on if I'm going to be happy or not.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
LA Knight puts his title on the line versus Jacob Fatu.
And that's right. Jacob
I
Fatu
think
beats Roman in the last man standing match. That's right.
What? Oh.
On SmackDown.
What?
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
That's how he got it. So,
Okay.
I was
Last
thinking
man
wrong.
standing.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Picking-
Jacob Fatu is going to win.
Jacob's winning. I mean, he said he's going to win it, bring it to the family, and I'm like, you know what? I believe him.
Mm.
Yeah.
I believe him.
Chris?
He's white hot right now.
They're both red hot right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
But people are just putting so much. I mean, Jacob's really attracting a lot of is really catching people's attention, and he's really getting people interested in him and what he can do in the ring, and they're really liking what they're seeing. So they want him to have the title.
But the question is WWE thinking that he's ready? For a
I would say
championship?
he is, but then again, LA Knight, I can see him retaining as well. But if I had to choose, I say Jacob's ready. Put the hold around his waist.
Yeah, I
also
think
gotta
Jacob's ready.
Yeah.
I think he's ready too, but you also got to think about the draft after Mania. I don't know when after Mania, but it's going to happen.
It's going to be happening soon. Eventually, I mean, we're going to see men's Intercontinental title is going to be on SmackDown. U.S. title is going to be on Raw. That sort of thing is going to be happening.
Unless they say, you know what, champions stay where they're at.
Yeah, they could do that too.
Yeah. So the next match is we got.
I'm going LA Knight.
All right.
You're going LA Knight, okay. So the next match we got Charlotte Flair going against the Minnesota Hero right now of Tiffany Stratton. She's the only one that can win. I mean, the
Tiffany.
Twins can't win. You know, the Vikings can't win. The Wild can't win. So yeah, Tiffany's the only winner in Minnesota right now.
The Timberwolves are in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing. So again, if it's done right, I could see either one. I hope Tiffany keeps the title. I think she needs a good, decent
It's
run
Tiffany
here.
time.
Yeah, it's Tiffany time. Chris?
Yeah.
I think this one's predictable.
It is.
And they're building it up really good, but I think it's predictable.
They are building up
I
really
think
good.
The thing about it, yeah.
I want Tiffany to win it, but
You're going Charlotte, huh?
yeah.
This also could be the bathroom break number 2 for Dragon Viper match.
He's going to claim both are. This is both women are annoying. I don't really want to see it. I can't stand their high pitched voices. Blah 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 blah.
A lot of people said that this, that last week's promo or whatever went off script.
Off script, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people
yeah.
saying that it went off script. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And there's a video I think that showed before SmackDown was Charlotte attacking Tiffany in the parking lot in front of her car.
Yeah, and it also
and then
happened
Charlotte
during the
attacked
show.
Tiffany again after a match.
Okay. So then match 6 of night 1, we got Jey Uso going up against the champ Gunther for the World Heavyweight title match. Again, this is a match that, yeah. If it's built right, and I can care less who wins, but I really hope Jey walks away with the title.
Because if they built him up, they let him be Intercontinental Champion for a little over 3 weeks. So clearly they had enough faith in him to put a title on him. They can do it again. And he's going up against someone dominant like Gunther. Remember last year WrestleMania? Yep. Almost the same thing with a different championship. Sami Zayn beat Gunther, who had been dominant with the Intercontinental title. So it can happen again.
Yep. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like I said, if it's built right, planned right, good match, I don't care. I hope Jey. I'm picking Jey. Chris?
Jey Uso.
All right. Yeah. And then the main event.
Okay, who comes out with Jey Uso?
No one.
No.
Becomes a
no celebrity.
Nope.
They're gonna both come together or solo.
Right. I mean,
nobody's gonna come.
Gunther's gonna do his usual, hands behind his back, and he's gonna march his butt down to the ring, and Jay's gonna be doing that.
I'm saying for Jey Uso's entrance.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Who's gonna come out of the crowd with him?
Well, okay, I get what you're saying.
He's talking about now.
Right.
Sexy Red or something like that, or
she offered to, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I
mean,
if I was putting it together, I'd have Rhea Ripley come out with them because they have they have some sparks. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I get what you're saying, but
they have fun together.
I guess maybe you have somebody. I mean, if anything, it's going to be some
Travis Scott.
No,
it's going to be some kind of rapping celebrity, So
Doja Cat,
Bad Bunny,
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think they're going to.
Kendrick Lamar the place?
He's honestly going to have. He's not coming through the crowd, Chris. No. I mean that.
Well,
I think
that's going to be a long
walk. I think that's a long walk down Allegiant Stadium from where he goes from the top all the way down to the ring.
Yeah, no,
that's
going to be a
small
good
stadium. That's for sure.
I'll say right now, without seeing the entrances and predicting, Jey Uso is probably going to have the best entrance. Oh yeah,
you can get a good workout out of eating. You know that.
Well, match 7, we got the triple threat. The favorite was cashed in. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman
in the corner.
Yep.
I honestly, this is one match that I've been just battling back and forth with. I lean more towards Seth Rollins walking away the winner.
Mhm.
CM Punk winning. Tribal Chief. I don't see how Roman Reigns wins
not
this
gonna win
match.
it.
I don't.
It's
He's
not
not
gonna
taking
be
the
too.
pinfall.
No, he's not eating
He's
the
not
pin.
gonna
That's
take
for
the
sure. And
pinfall.
it's not gonna last. And this match is not gonna last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
'Cause you have
this,
two. You have two other dudes in there, and they're gonna be coming at him.
yeah,
I
this
think
is going to be a
everything-
good 20, 30-minute match.
Oh, 35 at the most, I think.
Yeah.
I think Roman Reigns has nothing to gain by winning, but everything to lose.
No, he doesn't.
And
I don't
he's
think he
gonna
has.
lose.
I don't think he has
It-
anything to gain or lose.
Right,
in this
exactly.
Match.
I mean, he doesn't
He's
have
not
to
going.
be pinned or anything.
I'll state right now, he's not taking the. If he doesn't win, he's not taking the pinfall. Pinfall's going to be
No.
CM Punk or Rollins.
Or Seth, yeah.
Yeah. So again, the rumor started Monday. Everybody thinking, we're going to see a Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman sighting together, leaving. I don't see the reason for it, but I could see it too. Also,
I could see this. I can see this happening, and it happened a day or so ago.
Mhm.
This kind of scenario. Seth wins. Seth joins Paul.
Right.
Becky Lynch comes out, even though
Oh,
she
geez.
says she's not wrestling right now.
That was at an improv show, by the way. So
Yeah.
who knows if she was kidding?
Right.
Well, there's
And,
been a lot.
who says that? Who says that Paul Heyman doesn't want a Paul Heyman girl?
Yeah.
I said earlier, I think he's open to the idea of being the advocate for a woman or women's tag team. So I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Right now, I'm leaning more towards Seth winning this with Paul Heyman. Some
Right.
reason leaving with him. I don't know why, but
I don't know either.
my second choice was CM Punk.
That's my choice to win
third
this
would
match
be-
is Punk, but Heyman doesn't go
a
with him.
Distant third is Roman.
Right.
Or
because-
does Punk win and so to speak, Paul Heyman pays off the ref?
who knows? Or Heyman could just be
Yeah.
like, I don't want to deal with any one of you guys. I'm leaving, and he walks away and
But
doesn't.
no matter what, think of this.
Mhm.
There's going to be returns or surprises in this match. It is a triple threat match.
Right. So anything can happen, really.
There's no disqualifications.
Exactly.
And
Like any one of these three could get attacked, and nobody's going to get in trouble for it.
Yep. And the thing is I'll put it out there now. Please don't tell me Dom or John Moxley's coming back because he's not. He just signed.
He's
a big
not.
contract.
No, he's.
Yeah,
staying
those
in
rumors can go
AEW.
right to the wayside.
Exactly. I mean, it's a nice idea. You can dream all you want. It's not going to happen because he's loyal to AEW.
I
That's
will
where he's
say we talk
staying.
about returns and stuff like
Mhm.
that or surprises.
Oh, Trevor
Jericho.
has one. Not Jericho.
I would.
Brock Lesnar.
No, he's done.
Some people I know that know him from
He
a
said he
distance said that Brock is done with WWE for right now.
I saw a tweet where a fan said he asked Brock, "Are you planning on coming back?" And Brock said, "No, sir. I'm retired."
Yeah. But I say one possible surprise, if I was to put money on it, is Miss Britt Baker shows up because she is
Britt
officially.
Baker?
Yeah.
She did leave, now they
I don't know.
said that.
I don't know.
Wait.
I think I heard she's still under contract. Whoever
No,
posted
I
that
heard
posted
she
it
is
incorrectly.
No.
She is completely released. They let her out of her contract. Yes.
I didn't hear about that. I'll have to ask
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah. And
Or you
again,
could have-
the internet. I mean,
You could
No.
have Paige.
Paige, well, yeah, her contract
She's
with AEW
rumored.
expired. Yeah, Soraya's
Yeah,
contract expired, and so she could come back. AEW does not do the 30 or 90-day non-compete
No.
clauses like
No.
WWE does.
no. I don't
Obviously,
know.
we saw that from
Ricky Starks
Um,
showing up in NXT,
Yeah.
Ethan Page.
Yeah. No,
showing
it's
up
Ricky
in-
Saint, by the way. Now
I
which is
know
known.
that. I'm too
Yeah.
used to calling him Ricky Starks.
I know.
So-
I know. All right, so let's get into night 2 of WrestleMania. Right now, there's only 6 matches booked. We'll probably see a 7th one either confirmed on Raw. Well, it's
It's
going to be a
kinda
Randy Orton
confirmed.
match.
Yeah.
Probably on
It's a Randy
Friday.
Orton match.
Yeah.
So we'll see who his opponent is. A lot of people say it's going to be Nick
Aleister Black.
Aldis.
Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
They've been teasing
I-
the possible return of Aleister Black through some vignettes lately. So
Yeah,
but I think
I don't think
But
they
I don't
put him
know.
up against.
he's confirmed
No.
SmackDown after Mania.
right.
Yeah.
according to his
We'll
promo.
see. I don't know. I kind of hope it's not Nick Aldis. I hope it's somebody else.
Yeah.
You know. But match one right now. We got the women's tag title match. Bailey and Valkyria versus the champs Morgan and Rodriguez. This one, I think we're gonna get a Bailey complete heel turn.
Probably.
Turns on Valkyria. Liv Morgan and Rodriguez can hold on to the titles.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Liv and Raquel retain, but the heel turn, I won't know until I see it.
Yeah, it was teased a little bit.
It was teased a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going Bailey and Lyra.
I wish.
Yeah.
I like 'em both.
AJ Styles versus Logan Paul just in a regular old singles match. Do we get some Karrion Kross interference in this match?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go AJ.
I'm probably going to
Styles.
shock everybody. I know I'm going to shock Dragon Viper with this one. I got Logan Paul winning.
Ah,
This
I
is
got
gonna-
AJ.
This is going to be a good
AJ.
match, though. This is going to be a good high flying match.
yeah.
You know, whatever you guys think about Logan Paul, you guys cannot deny that the guy can fly around that ring.
I'm not denying it. I just
Yeah.
don't like the guy myself. That's
Well,
just me.
I'm not saying I like the guy either. I just think Karrion Kross is going to interfere in this match.
I'm sure he
Logan Paul is
will.
going to win.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
And Karrion Kross needs to stop wearing his hair like AJ Styles. It's getting ridiculous. It's so bad.
so match number 3 as of right now,
Mm-hmm.
we got the fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental title.
Mm.
Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, Penta versus the champ, the speedy Braun Breaker. I already teased something. I'll let you guys pick. Who do you guys think is going to win this match?
Christy?
Penta. What?
Yeah.
Who'd you say, Chris?
Oh, I was saying to Christy, you can start.
Penta.
Okay, she said Penta. Okay,
Zero
Chris.
Mero.
I got Pinta. They're building him up so much.
So here's what I got. A
definitely
lot of people
returned.
are kind of laughing at me. I think if I put money on it,
Uh-huh.
I got
Yeah,
Penta
I
winning.
Right.
But I just have this is my left field out of the blue. Dragon Viper is going to roll his eyes, pull his hair out. I have a feeling Dirty Dom's going to win this one by a fluke.
Probably,
Kinda-
but if
Kind
he
of like
loses-
if you guys remember how
Mhm.
Ethan Page won his title in NXT.
that was a fluke.
I kind of see
Where
that
it's just like,
happening
plop.
here. I kind
Well,
of
the
see that happening here. I
Here's the
think
funny
Dirty Dom
thing.
gets his first title win.
Well, I think here's the funny thing. If Dom, for example, loses, this is a what if, by the way. If he who the heck is Dirty Don anyway?
I don't know.
No, Dirty Dom, I know. Dom was easily, yeah,
Yeah.
the fluke. Okay, what I was saying. All right, this is a what if. What if Dom loses? I've heard stories he could get kicked out of the Judgment Day.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I've
I've heard that too.
that.
The thing is
So basically, Dom might be. He's not only competing for the Intercontinental Championship. He's competing to stay in Judgment Day.
yeah,
But
Well,
I've
the
also
whole-
heard that about Finn Balor.
Mhm, that's it.
exactly. That's where it's going to be. It's going to be,
All right.
you know, if Finn wins, do they kick Dom out? If Dom wins, if Dom
kick
wins,
Finn
Finn's
out.
for sure out.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
for sure he's
absolutely.
out. Like I said, I think
I think
Penta should win.
I just
I
yeah,
just have,
Penta
I just
should
have a
win
sneaky,
because he's.
I just have a sneaky feeling Dom's going to win this one by a fluke.
I
I
just think
think
it's Penta's time. He's ready.
that, and I think for Balor, maybe
doesn't need it.
for some
Let's
backlash,
lead the group.
you see the demon, or at some point you see the demon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the demon returns. Woo! That would be
And the only
great.
way for him, the only real reason for him to return would be if he got kicked out of Judgment Day.
Right, and then he
Mhm.
kind of goes all
Yeah.
dark or something like. I mean,
Yep.
Goes off the deep end, so to speak.
he goes off the deep end exactly, and then reemerges as the demon, which would be fantastic.
Nope.
Saying he found himself and, you know,
Yep.
whatever. And
You let me down, and now I'm going to make you. Now I'm going to make
Yep.
you pay.
Match
possible.
4 as of right now, we got the Sin City Street Fight. Damian Priest
Thank you,
versus
WWE.
Drew.
Yay!
Yeah, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This one could be
Yeah.
up there as match of the night right now, depending on how well this
I can
goes.
see it. I can see it being match of the night.
And if Dragon Viper is here, I'll do my great Dragon Viper impression. This match is going to be boring. I'm going to go take a
Oh.
potty break. I'm going to go make some
Oh,
popcorn.
I'm gonna
I'm going
grab
to
a
go spoon
drink.
with Matt Riddle for a little bit. So that's going to be what Dragon Viper would say during this match.
I could go Damian Priest.
So,
I got Drew.
God.
I mean, especially since he got the bit of glass taken out of his eye, and I don't think he's gonna be wearing the eye patch. So
I think at his
I-
entrance he will, and then he'll just take it off. And
be like, see, haha.
I don't know. They both need the victory.
Both of them do. I think. Priest
I
needs
think
it
Drew
more.
needs it more than Damian. Man, they want especially if they're gonna push Damian into a title match down the road. They need him. So yeah, I gotta go
Yeah.
Damian. This one should be a good match, though.
Oh yeah. I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be a great match, regardless of who wins.
Yeah. Match number 5, we got the triple threat women's.
Yeah.
Belair versus Ripley versus the champ Io Sky.
Rhea's gonna take it.
Mommy.
You got Rhea, man. I don't know. This is another match too that I've been going back and forth. Liv cashes in 2 titles.
This is not the Money in the Bank briefcase was cashed in by Tiffany
Yeah.
Stratton back in January. So
Yeah.
there is so this WrestleMania there is no threat of
No,
a Money in the
no,
Bank
there's
cash
no
in,
threat
not
of a
like
cash
last
in.
year.
No.
No, it was not like last year where Damian Priest cashed in on McIntyre.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh well, God, was it awesome?
God,
Probably
I
the best
don't
out to
know.
heaven choke slam he said he ever did on anybody.
Yeah.
According to Damian Priest. It was
I
great.
kind of want to see Io, just kind of like Tiffany Stratton. Let Io run with the title for a little bit.
Right.
Neither Belair or Rhea need the title.
Yeah.
She
So
ran
I'm
with
gonna go Io.
One.
Yeah, she did. Io did at one point.
Yeah, give her a decent.
Well, not the
run.
current
I
one
think
she's
Io- I
holding,
think
but when
Io
she was on
retains.
SmackDown. Right.
I'm going Rhea.
Yeah,
I'm going Rhea.
I say you let Io run with it. Go Rio. Chris is going Rio.
I'm going Mommy.
So
Mommy.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, it could be another good match. It's
I'm not doubting these
and
three
then
women are gonna. They're really gonna. I don't doubt these 3 women are really gonna go at it. So
yeah.
should be good.
Yeah.
hope.
Match number 6 as of right now, because we're still waiting to see what Randy does. So that'll probably be match 7.
Yep.
But match 6 right now, we got John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed title.
Need I say
I know
more?
you can't. I know you can't see this coming,
Oh no.
but it's gonna be Cena.
Oh God.
I like both of these competitors.
Well, the thing is there's a while back when they were talking about the 16th title reign, Cena said he doesn't want to break it. He doesn't want,
That's what he said.
he
yeah,
doesn't
but
want
he's a
it.
heel. Things change now.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
But
they do.
it gets. The other thing is, if The Rock shows up, there is a
And he won't.
possibility Cena. Yeah, and he probably won't. But if he does,
Oh no,
I think
there's
Cena
going to be
turns-
interference on
Cena's
this one.
going to
The
turn
Rock-
on. Yeah, Cena's. Yeah, I think Cena turns on The Rock.
See, and that's the thing is they haven't hyped up this match. They haven't hyped up Cena's. He's still the same character, just meaner. They
Yeah,
haven't done
exactly.
anything different.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that's been honestly disappointing to me about the whole thing is he's dressing the same way. He's coming out in the same stuff. He's coming out to the
Yep.
same music.
Not
He's
totally
just
the same stuff. Not totally.
almost pretty much.
Well,
I mean,
it says, yeah. I mean, he's still coming up in his Fruity Pebbles shirts and
Right,
stuff like
but-
that. So,
But on the
Yeah.
front, the C is not crossed out.
right.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's
Mm.
that. But overall, just overall appearance and stuff like that, it's the same. He's just coming across as just meaner, nastier, that sort of thing. But I have my pick right here.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chrissy. I think Cody Rhodes gets the full year under his belt.
Yeah.
Rock comes out. Maybe we get an
Mhm.
impromptu match.
Maybe.
I don't know, but yes,
I don't know either.
Cody
I mean,
Rhodes-
I think
Cody
I
Rhodes
think-
has got to do it.
yeah. I mean, I keep thinking about after Mania, like who could be if Cody retains, who could be his backlash opponent. And I know
Randy.
there have been like Chris said, there are people out there calling for a feud between Cody and Randy for the championship, and that could be a
Well,
backlash match or something.
Yeah,
Cena,
You know,
Randy.
Cena
Cena's
versus
going to
Orton.
be in Backlash.
Probably, yeah. I think he's advertised on the poster for that one.
He is.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
So he'll probably be there.
so yeah. So that is our recap. Again, watch us night one. Chris will be
Mhm.
hosting. We'll have people jumping in and out for our watch
yeah.
party.
Some of us will be like, you'll see people jumping in and out for various reasons, like
Yeah.
getting
So what?
pizza
So
or
Chris,
getting
our
soft drinks.
time, our
Several.
time is central. Our time central. So what time does the
Both-
match
both-
kick off?
Both matches, well, I don't know when they exactly kick off, but the show's supposed to start somewhere around 6 o'clock.
So it'll be about 5 o'clock my
6
time.
o'clock our time. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I think the
Alright.
pre-show, we're going to be on a few minutes before the actual show, but
Mm-hmm.
I think their kickoff or pre-show is like 3 hours beforehand because
Ooh.
Stanton delivers like at 12 or 11 Central.
Yes, it was about 11. No, wait, if it's 12 noon Central, it'd be 11 my time over here. So, yeah, they got
Okay.
that event set up, right? And I'm like, oof,
And if you're staying
Yeah,
up late,
19 hours of 19 hours of
God.
WrestleMania coverage you're saying
wow. Oh,
this
and
weekend. So,
if you're up late, watch the Hall of Fame.
well, yeah,
Not so
let's
much.
get into the Hall of Fame before I get
the Hall of
into my weekend.
Okay.
So let's pull up the nominees for this year's Hall of Fame.
Hi.
The nominees.
inductees.
Yeah. All right.
Nominees
I got
make
'em.
it sound
The-
like
the
they're
people
nominated for
going in and
Academy
Hall of Fame.
Award.
Yeah. So
The
the
nom-
inductees.
Nominees
So
for
the
the
le-
Hall of Fame. are-
So the legendary wing, they got as penciled in Ivan Koloff, Dork Funk Jr. or Senior, and then Kamala. Kamala shouldn't be in the legendary wing. He should actually got his
He
induction.
should have been inducted while he was alive. I've heard people
Yeah.
complain about that on the line.
Yep. So,
It's like, wow.
So this one I am very upset about. The immortal moment: Bret Hart versus Stone Cold, WrestleMania 13.
Oh yeah,
The
Stone
first
Cold and the
match-
sharpshooter.
The first match to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. The inductee will be CM Punk. This one,
Oh,
me and Chris
jeez.
are talking backstage. They could have picked a lot more matches in this one.
Oh, there definitely were a lot of memorable ones that could have been inducted, but they picked this one because of what the iconic image of Stone Cold, Steve Austin, and the sharpshooter with blood gushing down his face.
Okay, but if you, I
mean-
get that, but if you do iconic images,
Mhm.
they're going to lead off with Hogan versus Giant. They do
Of
it every
course.
year at WrestleMania.
Mhm.
Warrior versus Hogan, Savage
Yeah.
versus Hogan.
Yeah.
I mean, WrestleMania 1. I mean, they could have gone so way. Not saying the match
Yeah.
doesn't deserve to be in there, but I don't think it should be the first one. But
No,
it is what it is.
it is. Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
The natural disasters.
Hmm.
The natural disaster, earthquake, typhoon. I don't see who's inducting them. I would guess it would be Jimmy Hart.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Ric
God.
Flair. Ric Flair said he's not going to be there.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness.
Michelle McCool's getting inducted.
The Undertaker, her
of course, by
husband.
her husband, The Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Lex Luthor is getting inducted finally.
Thank God.
This one, I think ECW dropped the ball on, not letting
I
Sting
mean,
do it.
AEW.
Yeah.
AEW, yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
AEW.
AEW. It's yeah.
Diamond Dallas Page is doing it, which ain't a bad
I mean,
second
not
choice.
not bad at all.
I think he wanted
and-
both of them. I think he wanted DDP and Sting.
Nah, I think
Possible.
Sting would have been the obvious choice.
Mhm.
And then we got
He and
Triple
Luger
H.
had some. Yeah, because he and Luger had some really good matches.
And then you got Triple H getting inducted in by HBK.
Sure.
So Triple H
Appropriate.
will now be a two-time.
No,
Two-time?
Because he was
Okay.
he was inducted in the Hall of Fame 2019 with D-Generation X.
Yeah. Yep.
With DX, yes.
Okay. All
Guy's
right.
going
So he's a
in solo.
two-timer. Yeah.
he'll be a
Shawn Michaels.
three-timer soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He'll
I'm-
be
He'll
a
go, he'll go in
Evolution.
with Evolution.
With Evolution, yeah. And it's appropriate. Shawn Michaels is going to be the one inducting Triple H into. I mean, they are great friends and they've
Oh yeah.
been working together for a very, very long time. So it makes
Yep.
sense.
They're already in Vegas, anyways.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So we got that. All right. So let's go into my personal thing. This
Okay.
weekend, me and my son went to an indie show, a 2-night show, Midwest All-Star Wrestling, MAW, Double Jeopardy, they called it, going to the
Ooh.
extreme. So they had some great matches, ECW themed. Night
Ooh.
one, we had Jerry Lynn there from AEW or ECW.
Uh-huh.
We had the former manager, I can't think of his name right now, of the Dudley Boys, Joey something or another.
Mm-hmm.
Just Incredible was supposed to be there, but he backed out. Super Craze was supposed to, Super Craze was supposed to be there, but missed his flight. Outside of that
Yikes.
action-packed match, we saw a tables match with Joey the Jet winning. Big guy. If you guys follow me on Facebook, follow Joey the Jet. He's an up-and-comer. We had a strap match for a non-title match. That was actually pretty cool. Night one was filled. We had the MAW title match. Paul Verk as the champ. He retains his title. Night two, on the other hand, we got to meet a couple extreme guys. Devon Dudley,
Ooh, nice.
Bubba Ray Dudley got their autographs there.
Cool.
So that turned into the main event of that one was a Extremes rules match. Pretty much they fought all over the ring. It was a tag match with Paul Verk, Vaughn versus I'm trying to think of the Royal Flav, who, if you guys didn't watch AEW a couple weeks ago in Minnesota, they were there facing Top Flight.
Oh. I'll have to look watch
Royal
that.
Flav won that match. Brutal match. It was all over the
my
place.
God.
But my proud dad moment of the night for night two was my son got the
in a Rochester street fight.
in a street fight match. One of the wrestlers held up the heel, Cody Jacobs, and my son got to give him a little lick there. Chris, if you got the picture.
Oh.
So that is my son on the
That's
left
cool.
there. Cody
That is so
Cody
cool.
Jacobs on the right.
one in the red
He
tie?
sucker punched it. He wound up pretty good and got him right in the gut there. So
Way to
so
go.
Cody
Nice.
Jacobs, if you're watching, hey, my son's one up on you.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, we had a great night. I woke up today and I'm just like, I knew it was Sunday. I knew it was wrestling, and I was actually like all wrestled out. I'm just like, man, I just was like overwhelming with wrestling.
Wow.
I think you can take the week and just
But no,
You know.
You can just chill out for a
again, guys, people watching, if you guys see any type of indie wrestling around town, go to it, support them. It's a great way to, one, meet them, get to talk to them, get the brain pick. Some of them, like up here, mid All-Star Wrestling, they bring in a lot of legends to chit chat. Like I said, Jerry Lynn was there. We got
Wasn't he from TNA?
yeah, TNA, ECW.
He
He's
works
been all
for
around.
he works for AEW. I think more
Yeah.
in a coaching.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
back in the day. Though.
Yeah, he's been
Probably
all
wasn't
over,
he?
Chris.
Yeah,
He was all over.
been
He's
doing
from
his thing for
Minnesota.
years.
No, it was great to see him. He looked like he could still throw it down, but I suggest you guys all go to any type of local wrestling. Support them. MAW has been. They got my support big time. I enjoy going to the wrestling. You see a lot of those guys on WWE, EC or AEW, NXT. Those guys are getting around.
And
TNA just signed. TNA just signed Maggie Lee, who is their women's champion. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, so they've had Joe Henry there. They've had
I remember
Grace.
you mentioning that.
Yeah. So so get out and look at those guys. Support them.
And
with that being said, that was our night. It was fun 2 nights of wrestling action. Can't miss it. So, but with that being said, guys, time for our final thoughts. Chrissy, what's your final thoughts for this week going into WrestleMania week?
No, just thank everyone for watching, and hopefully you get to watch all the cool content we got at C2C and enjoy WrestleMania as well.
Chris?
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. You never know who's going to be part of WWE's new ID program and, on those kind of shows and defending
check
titles.
Out WWE Legends and Future Greats on A&E.
Or Evolve.
On Tubi, yeah.
Yeah, so who knows, but stay tuned for all of our great shows. We'll be back, at least for wrestling, for our live coverage of WrestleMania and give our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Yep. My final thoughts is, again, check us out all week, like Chrissy said. Definitely got our Friday show, Entertainment Hour, with the Repo Man Dragon Viper stealing bits. Along with Chris.
Repo Man.
We got On Deck with Chris and Big Game James. Me and Tim with C2C. With C2C Rankum, me and Tim will have our show this Wednesday. I got an appointment early morning Tuesday. Nothing serious, just annual checkup. Bears Huddle this week with me and Coach Cody. We'll talk about the status of the Bears as they get ready for their inaugural season. Chris is priming up for his draft coverage of round 1 with Primus, Tim Hendricks.
Yep.
And then we'll be back here Sunday to recap WrestleMania. Good or bad, maybe Dragon Viper will join us and give us his boring takes. So,
Boring.
So with that being said, we'll see y'all next week on C2C Between the Ropes. Have a good night.